Hi, I'm Mark Green with the Oklahoman in Washington. When the United States is at war, it's critical for the President to find the right general. The Commander-in-Chief needs a field commander he can trust to implement his policies. The Great War partnerships are legendary, dating to the founding of the Republic. During the First Gulf War, President George H.W. Bush had Stoneman Norman Schwarzkopf. During World War II, President Roosevelt had George C. Marshall, Dwight Eisenhower, and Douglas MacArthur. During World War I, President Wilson had John Blackjack Pershing. At the same time, there have been some pretty spectacular examples of presidents and generals who weren't on the same page. President Truman ended up firing MacArthur during the Korean War. President Lincoln went through a string of generals before finding Ulysses Grant. The point is, meshing civilian and military leadership is essential, but not easy. This is played out during the Iraq War. The war effort was stalled until President Bush picked General David Petraeus to implement a new counterinsurgency strategy, the troop surge, that greatly reduced U.S. and Iraqi casualties starting in the second half of last year. With the ground situation in Iraq continuing to improve, Bush has tapped Petraeus to take over CENTCOM, which is the way the the Pentagon, refers to the U.S. Central Command, the headquarters in charge of military efforts in Iraq, Afghanistan, and most of the Middle East. Petraeus takes over for Admiral William Fallon, who apparently didn't see eye to eye with Bush. Petraeus' steady rise through the ranks doesn't mean he's about to join the pantheon of American military heroes. Maybe someday, but not yet. Still, Petraeus' accomplishments as a tactical and strategic commander are elevating him. Now he'll be counted on to shape military policy across the Middle East, bringing the lessons learned in Iraq to the fight in Afghanistan, where the Taliban and Al-Qaeda have made a comeback. It also sends a message. U.S. Grant's promotion to overall Army Commander during the Civil War signaled the Union's resolve and commitment to unrelenting combat against the Confederacy. Petraeus' ascension also signals resolve, and that military policy in Iraq isn't likely to change anytime soon. His experience, expertise, and success will make it very hard for a new president, even a Democrat, to abruptly change course.